I want to ask you, did you vet General Fani Masemole's nephew that is working in his office? Are you aware that he has family members working in his office? Are you aware that Fani Masemole's right hand, General Mosekile, has her daughter-in-law, has her daughter working all in the same office?
No, I'm not aware, honorable member.
Okay, so I put it to you that General Mosekile, are you aware that she was also embroiled in a macro incident?
We have the report that talks to that, but again, it's not a matter that we can discuss as it's still under investigation.
Because the reason why I'm saying and mentioning the irregular appointments, because if it's one big family affair in SAPS, this is why we have the entire SAPS captured. Because it's a family affair, and this is why we have drug cartels that continues to make inroads in our communities, because no one's prepared to speak out, because it's a family affair. It's right starting from the National Commissioner's office. So that's where we have to start. You cannot have sons, daughters, and nephews working in the offices of national commissioners that hasn't been interviewed, that hasn't been vetted. You are the head of crime intelligence. What are your plans to deal with this crisis in SAPS?
What is contained in my statement, that was only referring to the division crime intelligence, the subset large, and then there are plans that are in place then for a team that will be inclusive of our counterintelligence and vetting sections in terms of identifying all those challenges or threats and deal with them then the correct way.
I want to go back to this question, and I didn't want to belabor this point because it's been asked by my colleagues. From the pool of SAPS members with your analysis and intelligence identified as working for or with these cartels, how many to date has been arrested?
Can I request that the honourable member repeat the question?
Right. The pool of SAPS members that your analysis and intelligence has identified. So your analysis has identified that there's a pool of SAPS members working with cartels. To date, how many has been arrested?
In terms of this particular investigation, one can say we have one so far, and as I indicated, the whole plan of the project was really disrupted from the 6th of December when we were starting with these takedown operations to dismantle the cartel from within and outside SAPS. But we have investigations that are complete, others are almost complete, and then we are continuing with the project.
How many has been suspended?
I won't be able to give the number, honorable member, as that falls outside my scope. Then the Divisional Commissioner, Human Resource Management, will be the one that can be able to give those.
Do you know how many has been subjected to internal disciplinary processes?
I know that there is a process that had started, but still the statistics are with the respective division.
General, I want to ask in closing, do you think that your department is adequately capacitated to deal with the drug cartels and the crime in South Africa?
At the present moment, I can confirm that we are not capacitated at the level where one would wish. It's a pity that then there are these challenges that we come across as we embark on the capacitation of the environment. so as then we are able then to be at the level where we can deal with organized crime. I explained yesterday, Honorable Member, that maybe the obsession and the focusing on the PKTT is what makes us maybe lose the focus. I was trying yesterday to bring forward the methodology instead of the name that makes us then maybe associate it with the faces of whoever is. There are lots of plans that are included in my affidavit that are implemented by SAPS, and I indicated that this methodology has been approved at different levels for it to be implemented. So it needs just the capacitation. Yesterday, I referred to it as a will from different levels, so as then we can be able to do what we are supposed to do in terms of drug trafficking and usage thereof in our country.
The reason why I posed that question to you, because for as long as we don't conclude on all of these investigations, our country remains under threat by the likes of Ministers General Sibia and Kat Matlalas. So it's important for us to know whether, and also in terms of our recommendations that we mean to do after this report, it's important for us to understand the state of that department. That is very, very important. Do you agree?
I do agree, Honorable.
Thank you, Chair.
Request that you proceed. Your time starts now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Honorable Breitenbach says you have an agreement for 10 minutes.
Do you have an agreement, Chair?
Honorable Breitenbach, your 10 minutes start now.
Drinks are on me, Honorable Sangani. General, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Honorable Member.
So, I've listened carefully to your answers today, and they're long. So, I've undertaken to take only 10 minutes. So, please listen to the question and answer it. I don't want extraneous information. I don't need an explanation. Just answer the question, please. Try and be brief. Thank you. You appointed Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, a civilian with an engineering background, to the rank of brigadier. Why did you do that?
No, I did not appoint her.
Okay, who did?
The National Commissioner.
I see. And were you happy with that appointment?
Come again, Honorable Member?
Were you happy with that appointment?
Very happy.
Why?
Because she meets all the requirements of the capabilities that we needed for that particular post as a division.
May I ask the parliamentary legal advisor to sit back, please? You're sitting between me and the general. Thank you. And there was no one within the South African Police Service who could fill that role?
That is correct, Honorable Member. The post was advertised internally 2 times, if I'm not mistaken, and then they could not find the suitable candidate.
Okay. There was a 22 million rand boutique hotel acquisition by Crime Intelligence. Why?
It's a question that I'm not legally allowed to answer in a public platform.
I see. You see, I've listened carefully to you all morning. That's been a very, very convenient space for you to hide in. I've got to tell you that, it says something about you. And it's not something good. How long have you been head of Crime Intelligence?
Since December 2022.
And what have you done to reform it? Tell me 3 things you've done to reform it.
As contained in my affidavit, we have looked at the legal framework that we had put in place. We have aligned our activities in terms of the priorities of SAPS, and we are dealing with the issue of capacitation, which is still ongoing.
And how many people that are compromised have you fired?
I won't have the number as of hand, but there are a number of people that we have
Give me
dismissed.
a ballpark figure, 5, 10, 20, 100.
I will say, since my time, since I was appointed, we can talk around 30.
30,
Yes.
fired, gone.
Yes.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Chair.
Are you done, Honorable Breitenbach? No, you deserve the chairperson's award. Can we take Honorable Sangoen?
Yeah, no.
It's 4 minutes out of 10 that
Fine.
Honorable Breitenbach has taken.
And you have for 5 minutes.
So your time now ends at 26 minutes to 1.
Thank you, Chair. And based on that work by Honorable Breitenbach, I'll agree with her all the time. And it doesn't mean that the ANC has captured the DA when I say that. Thank you. Thank you very much, General Khumalo. Good morning. Sorry, I don't think I greeted you today. General Khumalo, let me start off by I think just expressing our appreciation that you have come to the ad hoc committee. We did, understand that you were ill-disposed, and we truly appreciate you being here. And I'm saying that because your testimony is really important to help us close a lot of gaps that were left. My first question to you, General, is, are you involved in a project of state capture?
The response, if the question is in reference to the state capture report, I will say yes, because we are implementing the recommendations that are related to the division. But in terms of me being involved in capturing the state, it's a big no, Honorable.
Okay, so when Advocate Andrea Johnson was here, she testified that that case that was brought against you is not a labor matter, purely a labor matter. She said you are the architect and a key part of a project that is akin to state capture. So she alleges that that appointment was part and parcel of you capturing the state. What would be your response to that, General?
I disagree with the allegations and the statement. The charges relating to my arrest are as a result of me being part of the selection panel that received the already profiled applications from HR department for us then to take them through the selection process that ended up with the recommendations submitted to the committee that then looked at our procedure, whether it was correct or wrong up until the recommendation. So the charges have got nothing to do with the state capture related issues.
Okay, thank you, General. So you did say yesterday that this matter is sub judice, so I don't expect you to speak to the merits in my question, but I'm assuming since you have been charged and maybe there's some discovery of documents that have already been exchanged, is there anything in that case that goes beyond this labor issue that you're talking about? Because we tried to grill Advocate Johnson to understand why she would be chasing you, a whole IDEC, and I think you make that point in your affidavit. Why would they chase you about a labor matter? And she says, oh no, it's classified information, but there's a lot more, there's a lot more. So are you saying to us that there is no a lot more? It is purely a labor matter?
Now that the docket has been then given to us, it's something that we can share with the committee to go through the docket. The only witnesses that are there are the two candidates that did not make it, which is in the form of a grievance statement or procedure in the SAPS. There is nothing else that talks to fraud or corruption.
So would it be your assertion then, General, that Advocate Andrea Johnson lied to this committee?
According to our analysis and assessment with our legal team of the docket itself, it's a pure labor-related matter.
Okay. The second issue, okay, so on the coincidences, Advocate Andrea Johnson was involved there with that docket recall and the letters. Given all of this, General, you said yesterday that you don't look at a crime just in terms of what's done, but you look at motive. What do you believe is the motive of Advocate Andrea Johnson?
Looking at the question that also came up yesterday, whether I concur with Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi when he refers to our arrest as a project, I will confirm that based on what we have seen, it is the motive was for the project first to be disrupted, and secondly, the reforms that I am leading the implementation thereof in the division also to be disrupted.
So in essence, given your characterization of the cartels, would you then say you think that Advocate Johnson is part of the cartel?
Not part of the cartel, but one can say based on the suspicions that we have that the arrest was meant to disrupt the project, then we can say it talks to that characteristic of having then the criminal justice being sympathetic to the cartel.
Or enabling, facilitating? Okay.
Yes.
General, what is your view on this matter that this whole thing is about a Zulu war, as Mr. Matlala testified? Do you know of any Zulu war? Are you part of a Zulu war?
There is nothing like that we have noticed. There was a question from one of the honorable members that was talking to a cartel or a group of three, which is made up of people from Limpopo and others from KZN, and they did not even grow up together. So the Zulu war story is not something that we know of.
Did you work well with Minister Mkhwanazi within the SAPS when he was still, Minister Mkhwanazi?
When he was the Minister of Police.
He is the Minister.
Maybe without wasting time of the honorable member, I will say we were talking with the minister before he was even the Minister of Police. There was investigation undertaken by the PKTT in Nongoma area when there was a killing spree of councillors that was taking place. And that was the time when I first received a call from Minister Mkhwanazi when he was still a Minister of Water and Sanitation. And then coming to the question of working together, one was under the impression that we are still going to find each other. So one cannot be in a position to say we were working together. We had not got an opportunity to really work together.
And then your relationship with General Sibiya, you testified yesterday, so I'm not going to ask you to repeat that. But General Sibiya made an insinuation here that you were insubordinate to him because the Division Criminal Intelligence, if I'm not mistaken, now falls under his responsibility as a Deputy National Commissioner. Your relationship with Sibiya at a professional level, have you been working together? I saw that in your affidavit, you don't even mention him as the DNC in terms of line of command. Can you just explain that to us?
The working relationship, according to my records, is fine. When then he gave that testimony, I went through our WhatsApp communication. From the first day when he was appointed, I was reporting to him each and every activity that we were busy with in our division. And with all the submissions, we will go and brief him first before we go with him to the National Commissioner. And then things changed. That's why I had to do that quick analysis to check as to where did it go wrong. And then I realized that from August 2024, then the communication started then to be, because he will start sending messages that I'm investigating him and the all types of accusations. So the communication changed from operational and professional reporting to accusations, and then it closed the space of professional interaction and reporting up until the December incident up to now.